Hey guys, so I wanted to talk this week about tiny little pieces here and there to try to link things together and tell you what you actually need to focus on when you learn things. So let's get started. You see the carbon, the glucose, fructose, sucrose, and all those formula. It may seem like a lot. There's a lot of things to remember, but really all you need to know is every sugar. So sugar, why is it a sugar? Because it has letters and OSE. O's means sugar. Now, all of those sugars follow that. C, it's 11. Yeah, I know. 11 cuckoos keeps you on your toes. So it's C, H, and O's, right? The formula is CN, H2NON. If you glucose, N is 6, C6, H 6 times 2, 12, O6, ON. Learn that. CnH2nON. That's sugars, O's. Now, we talked about in this week material, we talked about hydrolysis and dehydration synthesis. Synthesis, it's pretty easy for English speaker to understand. Synthesis, you synthesize, so you make things. So that's why you see here that goes from two different sugar into one complex sugar. You see why water is expelled because you notice how those two OH groups, you can take an H from one and OH from another to make water, H2O, and you link that O now, right? Hydrolysis, you can see how by inserting water here, you lead to that O being put on one side with an H, and on the other side attaching an OH from that water that's left. But why hydrolysis? So let's break down words. Hydro, that's water. Hydration, hydrology, this is just water. Lysis, every time you will see lysis, I want you to think about cut. That's what it means, cut. Lysis is a cut. So if you keep that in your mind, OSE, O's is sugar, lysis is cut. That will help you on the long term. So really, hydrolysis cuts, it's going to cut here that bond between those two simple sugar, monomers, carbohydrates, into two different sugar, that one sugar into two. And it's because it's cutting one of those two bonds here. Okay, so that's it for dehydration synthesis and hydrolysis. Keep those in mind. Lysis means cut. The formula for all the sugar CnH2nON. Keep that in mind as well. Okay, now to finish on the carbohydrate, let me talk to you a little bit about their structure. So it's always simple sugar put together in a chain, attached with different chain layers. It's cellulose in chains that are also starting new chains that starch loosely attached. And then glycogen, that's one form of energy for human being storage. It's in the liver, in your muscles as well. And it's a little bit similar to starch, but more different chains. What do you need to know? You don't need to know exactly those chains and how it works. You need to know the patterns. Tightly compact chains, cellulose, chitin. The chitin is the exoskeleton of insects. Their armor, if you want. They don't have a skeleton. They wear it on the outside. So the ant skin or exoskeleton, they don't have skin either. That's made of really tight sugar. Yeah, chitin is sugar. Cellulose is sugar. A plant is made of sugar, but we cannot access it because we cannot break those bonds easily. It's tightly packed. Loosely packed, it's reservoir energy or starch in potatoes, the roots of the plant. And glycogen, less tight than starch, another different type of sugar arrangement that leads to energy storage in liver. So that's the different things you want to keep in mind, the patterns. And we'll talk more about patterns in the next video. If you can notice the patterns, you don't need to learn by heart everything. You need to recognize the patterns. Okay, see you next time. Take care.